Hello, welcome to Science Hint. Today, this is our third tutorial on Arduino, and today we are going to learn analog write function. Before that, let me tell you an important thing. So, here you can see my channel, and there is an important note that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click over this subscribe button and then click on this bell icon and select all to get notifications. And if you haven't seen the previous videos, then please see the previous videos there and you can click here for subscriptions. Okay, so this is done. Now, coming to our analog write Arduino. So what is this Arduino? We have already seen it. But what is the analog write function? You can see here a project working there. Now here you can see, now wait. Here you can see the LED is glowing and here you can see the brightness is less, but the LED is not off. But in digital write, if we use the digital write command, then the LED either turns to the full brightness like this, but or it turns to full no brightness. Today, by the analog write function, we are going to make the brightness of LED in between the 0 volts and the 5 volts. Is that making sense? Okay, but before that, I'll explain you that. Before that, let me tell you the material you will need. Of course, you'll need a Arduino Uno R3. Then you'll need a jumper cable, two jumper cables, for one for the ground connection and one for the positive connection. Then you need a LED. You can choose any color. You can choose green, you can choose yellow, you can choose orange. So I have chosen here on the physical board, I have chosen here red, but in Tinkercad, let me choose here green. Okay, for better colors. Okay, so for the connections, you have to connect the cathode of the green LED or the red LED, whichever you are using, to the ground of the Arduino, and the anode of the green LED to the terminal 1 of the register, and the another terminal to be connected to the pin number 10 of the Arduino. Something unusual you can see to the pin number 10 there. In the pin number 10, there is some wave-like structure, but the other pins like pin number 13, 12, 8, 7, 4, and 2 don't have that wave-like structure. Others all they have. So the pins 11, 10, 9, 6, 5, and 3 are the PWM pins which are used for analog write function only. We can use them for digital write functions, but for analog write function, we cannot use the other pins, only the pins who have a wave-like structure. So today we are going to program, use a command known as analog write, and for that I have used the pin number 10. Okay, so I'll tell you how it works. Okay, so here you can see the LED is not off, but it's in between. Here also in the practical, you can see the LED is not turning off, but the brightness is becoming low. So let's get started coding. So open up your Arduino IDE, go to files, and then oh, go to file, and then go to examples, then go to basics and then click on bare minimum, and my bare minimum is already open. So let's get start coding there, and you'll just introduce by defining the pins. Oh, define. So we are using the pin number 10. Define, let me tell you, green and 10. And then here defining the pin by the pinMode command. In the pinMode, I'll use here again green output. Okay, so this pinMode is done in the void setup, and in the void loop now we'll go in the void loop right here, analog write. Don't write here digital write, you will write here analog write, and then green, and then we will make it high. Okay, will it work? No, 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 it will not work. There are two mistakes in the code. One is the script error. I have written here 1 hyphen, but it's 1 0. Now, in the analog write, I have written here high, but high value, I have already told you, high value represents 5 volts, but the low value represents 0 volts. But we have used analog write for defining or using the in-between values. So how to use that? We will use a number between 0 and 255. So if we write here 0, then that means it's digital write low. But if we write here 255, it means digital write high. Does that make sense? I'll write here. Oh, wait. So the analog function, no, so 0 volts is equal to 0, it's equal to low in digital write and is equal to 0 in analog write. And 5 volt is equal to high in digital write and 255 in analog write. Now does that make sense? So in the analog write, if we cannot use the 0 volts and 5 volts in Arduino language, but surely we can use these two, the low high and the 0 to 55. So in the digital write, we will use this low and high. And in the analog write, you can use 0 and 255 or between the 0 and 255. Okay, so that means 0 is equal to 0 volts and 255 is equal to 5 volts. That's the case. So here I have used analog write green 255. Okay, so if we upload up this code, we'll upload up this code to our Arduino. Okay. You can see, yes, it's working. Analog write 255. There is 5 volt coming out of the Arduino and the LED is receiving that. It's 255. It's full brightness of the LED. It's working. Yay, boom. But we can use your digital write if we want this function only. So now, instead of 255, let me write 10. Okay, so 10, yeah, it's 10. And then we'll upload. You can see here, the brightness is low, it's low. So now noting the function now difference. So I think you would not be able to see proper difference between the two, but I'll show you here. I'll write here okay, sorry, 255, and I'll control C here, and afterwards I'll write here 10, and in between I'll write a delay. But delay, you know that before in our previous session, um, go there in the link has been in description below. The If you haven't seen the video, you can see the video. The link is in the description below. And for the delay in our previous session, we have used variables. So for the delay again, we'll use a variable. So it is an integer. So we'll write here int, and let me tell you again, waitT. waitT is equal to 2000 2 seconds. Okay, so here I'll use waitT and a semicolon. Okay, so this is done. Hmm, is that making sense? I think so. It is. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So now you'll, okay, first here also delay, I'll put it delay waitT and a semicolon. And now I'll upload it to our Arduino code. Here you can see now. Yeah, boom. See, 255, 1, 2, and 10. 1, 2, 10. 255. 1, 2, 10. 1, 2, 255. 1, 2, 10. 1, 2, 255. 1, 2, 10. Yay, it's working. Yes, well done. Well done. You have done your code on the AnalogWrite function. You are great. Yes. Oh, oh, yeah. So in the Tinkercad software also, I'll just Control A and Control C. And then in the Tinkercad software, I'll stop simulation, and in code, I'll put it. Okay, code. And then, okay, done, man. Done. And start simulation. See, you can see here. Now it's 10, then 255, 10, 255. In Tinkercad software, I think there's some problem. It's showing a below only. I'll write it something into. Wait, I'll put it. Yeah. And I'll write here. In Tinkercad software is not going as much. It is going in our practical 125. And then, okay. Start simulation. Okay, so I think here is going a little bit. You can see here it's 255, now 125, 255. Yeah, that's proper, but I don't think so in Tinkercad it's working properly. Okay, let it be. We have done our code properly. Make sure you put out the wires and place it properly. So next time for the next code, you will need those wires. So now I have disconnected the Arduino, and you can see here on the Arduino there are digital pins. If you don't find on your physical Arduino board, I'm showing you here. It's the AREF, that's the reference pin, then GND, ground, then 13, 12. Okay, are you able to see there? I don't think so. Wait, I'll just okay. Now I think you'll be able to see. Yeah. Okay, so that's making sense. Our code is ready and everything is ready. If you haven't seen the previous session of Arduino setting up a program, then please watch. The link is in description below. Plus, you can join my Discord server. Then there we explain your doubts. There you can ask me doubts. And in our YouTube channel, I have provided my email address too. So go through the email address, and if you have any doubts and don't have a Discord account, then you can then personally email me. Okay, so our today's session is ready. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching.